Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, guys. On the second weekly report, we will take a look at the Great British Pound because, as you understand, the pound in the United Kingdom stands right now on the center of the political life in Europe. So, you know about the visit of the Donald Trump and speech with the Theresa May concerning the Brexit and the way how it should be taken. So, the hard Brexit or soft Brexit, and it's really tough times for Great Britain. Theresa May right now stands in an obstruction and a massive critics from the nation and the parliament. Although at the moment where it needs most support in the nation consolidation around the prime minister. So today in a weekly report we put a significant part of the fundamental thoughts why we think that the United Kingdom stands in a very difficult situation with this Brexit, and in the international sphere, it's really a very difficult moment for the Great Britain, and we think that it's not stands in favor of the United Kingdom. So it supports our long-term bearish view on the pound sterling. So if you would like to know about it, you could read it. So it's a very important moment that makes the background of the possible long-term action on the Forex market. In a short-term perspective, guys, meantime, some relief is possible, at least while market stands above the 130.50 lows. It gives chance on a possible upward bounce. So if you remember, last time we talked about the Great British Pound in the end of June. There we talk about the possible retracement up to the 136 area, because on the weekly chart, as on the euro currency, it also could form the hand shoulders. So some relief is possible. Our last suggestion was absolutely correct. So you can see, you probably remember that we have traded first the three-drive buy pattern with these lows, where the market should turn up. This was a grabber and untouched yearly pivot point. So now market has tested it and turns up. So in general, guys, the pound sterling was really very positive currency for us because it has provided a lot of trading opportunities. Just recall what we have traded here is the free drive pattern, later the hand shoulders to the downside reversal. So now again, we are watching for some patterns. So speaking on the daily chart. On daily, guys, we will be watching for this hand shoulders pattern. So now market is forming the head, and we are waiting for action back to the neckline. That is the leg, the upward action that we will be watching for next week. The background for this exists. First of all, market keeps well at previous lows, and take a look on Friday. We've got the bullish grabber, the same as in the euro currency. This grabber suggests the taking out of this top, and in fact, we will be watching for mostly for this daily A, B, C, bottom, D pattern that should lead us to the neckline. That will be the action that should complete the head on the daily chart. That's what we will deal with on the coming week. So, if you will take a look carefully, take a look carefully at this price action, you could recognize here another hand shoulders, right? So that could be treated as the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And it's better is looking on a 4-hour time frame chart. Here, guys, you, by the way, could see the hand shoulders that we are trading here. This was the left shoulder, head, right shoulder. This was the first collapse, political collapse on Great Britain, when we said you could take the short position based on regardless cheaper to sell rate. At this point, this market indeed has completed perfectly XLP target of this ABCD, so hand shoulders. So as I said, Great British Pound is very very good currency for us right now. So it provides really clear and good scenarios. So here's the hand shoulders that we also will be watching for, but compared to the daily, it also stands in the final stage because left arm has completed, head is completed, the bottom of the right arm is also completed. So this upward rally has started. The intraday traders could search for chances for taking the long position on some retracement probably against these lows. So market should keep these lows valid to keep valid overall construction, right? And with the target around 14.15, that will be OP target of this A, B, C, D pattern. That's the short-term setup on Great British Pound. In general, guys, this pattern is important not only as isolated trading pattern, but also as an indicator. Because if market will fail to keep it valid, for example, if pound will turn down, taking out to these lows and taking out to the lows of the head, that simultaneously will mean that the large hand shoulders will fail. And simultaneously will mean that weekly pattern also maybe will not be formed. So it put under question the weekly pattern as well. That's why, in general, these lows are exceptionally important for overall bullish construction. Yes, Great British Pound right now stands and looks heavy. The upward direction is not really very impressive. We know there's political turmoil in the country and really stands for a difficult position with all this stuff around the Brexit negotiations, with Euro currency with the Euro Union negotiations with the United States, the mutual trading setup. So it's really, I'm really not jealous to Theresa May right now. So it's very difficult role she's taking right now. So how the long position could be taken? So if you'll take a look at the hourly chart, guys, it's a really comfortable situation. So we have the upward bound here is really rather fast. And again, this kind of the hand shoulder shape. But also take a look at this most recent rally. It has sufficient number of candles for a Jordan step. And we should keep an eye, for example, for a Brent by the buy. This will be just perfect scenario. If market will show the freight retracement here, it will keep the harmony with these lows. This is the first moment. And second moment, this will be the Brent by the buy. It could provide a really comfortable situation, comfortable conditions for taking the long position. Because Brent body significantly increased chance on at least the minor bounce. It will let you move stops to break even. And you could use just minor retracement to possess yourself with first for this large setup with the minimum loss. And in the perspective of the large daily setup, it's also possible. That's why I think that on the common week for the long position taking, we should keep an eye on this possible freight retracement and Brent by the step on the hourly chart. That will be the starting point for our journey on the common week. If you have the bearish view, guys, on the Great British Pound, I think that you need to wait for failure of this pattern. So if you will see the failure of this pattern dropping below the C point, that will be the signal that probably you could think about taking the short. But while market keeps valid these bullish patterns, the grabber on the daily chart, this pattern, the hand shoulders on the 4-hour time frame chart, it's not time yet to think about short positions. So let's see how situation will develop here.